Um, I have a big move coming up at the end of the month. We're being posted to another city, and I'm the first time we got posted, they came a day early, and
Okay.
I flipped shit because first of all, I don't handle stress and surprises combined very well.
Okay.
And I also have this huge thing about people touching my stuff. And I'd really like some help getting past that because otherwise I know I'm going to turn into like the psycho bitch again. And I don't want to do that to these poor people because they're just trying to do their job. And um, like maybe I could just get some tips on how to like step back maybe and
Okay.
just kind of let go of some of this anxiety that comes up whenever I even think about it.
Well, what comes up emotionally when someone touches your stuff?
Well, it's normally other people don't bother me, but it's military movers in particular because they just grab shit, wrap it, and just toss it into a box. They don't give a shit. Like I found garbage bags of actual garbage in certain boxes because they just grab whatever is at hand and
Okay.
shove it in a box. And they
Okay.
don't even write down what's in the box. They just put miscellaneous. And it's
Okay.
like, that doesn't help.
Okay.
So
So,
it's yeah,
so
it
you,
just it makes me twitchy.
makes you twitchy. So when things get moved, do they have to get moved the way you've decided is the right way to move things?
No, just as long as stuff isn't broken. I mean, there are some things that they're not going to touch at all, like religious items.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll move that myself, and
Okay.
I've got no problem with that. But like books or furniture or clothing, no, it's as long as they're respectful, which a lot of them aren't, and I think that's the problem.
Ah, okay.
They just like take and dump.
Okay. So are you willing to destroy the belief that no one else is respectful of your stuff like you are?
I would love to if it helps me get past this moving shit.
Okay. Well, here's the thing with destroying beliefs is when you put conditions on them, they don't get destroyed. Okay. So just a straightforward, are you
Like,
willing to destroy the belief that no one else uh, cares for or respects your stuff like you do?
yes.
Are you willing to step out of the story that uh, movers are not respectful of their clients?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. There's a lot there. Okay. And are you willing to step out of the story that moving is always a stressful time in your life?
Sorry, what was that? I missed it.
Are you willing to step out of the story that moving is always a stressful time in your life? How?
Most definitely, I would love to do that.
Okay. Just remember that your past experiences with these things come from past beliefs. So when you start destroying beliefs and stepping out of stories, then you're open to having new realities show up. So so this is a hard thing for people, but you have to let go of all the evidence that what you believe is true if you want it to change. Okay? So one of the stories I used to be stuck in was whenever I traveled, I would get stopped by customs. And does anyone else got a weird signal coming from me?
No, I'm actually in my basement here.
Okay.
So,
That's just you then. Okay. So that could be that you're going into resistance of what we're talking about here. So, okay. So, yeah. So I used to get stopped at customs every time, especially coming back to Canada from another place. But when I was traveling through Europe, almost every border crossing, I got stopped and I got checked. And it was just ridiculous. And I actually even asked someone when I was crossing, I go, "Is this your black check?" And he said, "Yes." And I said, "Oh, just so you're honest about it." He goes, "I'm just doing my job. They tell me I have to check all the black people." I'm like, "Okay, so because I'm black, I get checked all the time." And then when 9/11 came along, now I'm black and I have a Muslim name. Oh, there's more checking going on. They're
oh,
going through all my stuff, right? And so
yay!
I told everyone about this, and people would come with me on trips and they'd watch it happen. And I'm like, "Look, this is what happens. This is my life. This is real and true. And you guys have evidence. You can see it happening." But it was still my story. And when you create a story, you affect everyone around you so that that story happens. And when I learned finally about stories, I said, you know what? What if this border crossing thing is just a story? So I'm going to step out of the story that I get checked every time I cross a border. Now, I did that 6 years ago, and I have not been stopped at a border since.
Nice.
Right? So
That's awesome.
you have to see the power of that. Is I was making those border officials check me. And now they don't even pay attention to me. They just let me go because I've completely stepped out of that story. So when you step out of the story that the movers are going to do stupid things, fuck things up, mislabel stuff, like all that stuff, when you step out of that story, you'll end up either affecting the movers or bringing in movers that will give you a good experience.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So this is the big thing. Ignore all the evidence.
Yeah, it's gonna that is gonna be a huge and absolutely massive step, and I will do my best to keep that in mind. Even though, growing up military and being moved around, like I've seen evidence since I can remember that.
Oh yeah.
So.
I've seen evidence of being stopped at the border since I was 19 years old.
Yeah.
And now it's gone.
So if you can do it, I can do it.
Anyone.
Yeah, anyone can do it. All right.
Hey, this is Shiraz. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please remember to like and subscribe to our channel. And you can check out upcoming events at www.energeticmagic.com. And remember, be well, be aware, and be magical.